So the Eagles cornerback, big wannabe play Slay, and Michael Parsons have a podcast? Fellas, have you ever thought about winning something first before we do all this talking? I digress. Welcome back to YDG Cowboys. And of course, YDG stands for You're Doing Good Cowboys. Guys, again, I really appreciate your support. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. We've got to put pressure on these Cowboys. We're on our owners to get this thing rolling. We need to get to searching. We need to get that 6th Super Bowl. So let's continue to like, share, and subscribe to put pressure on our Cowboys to get it done. All right? Now, keys to steamrolling the Giants. Now, of course, CeeDee Lamb, we need to get CeeDee Lamb involved early. He needs to get involved pretty early to get this thing rolling. And let me tell you why. For these past eight weeks that we've already had, CeeDee Lamb has already got 57 receptions, 824 yards, averaging about 15 yards per reception and 3 touchdowns, 3 TDs. So he's rolling. He's on track to get we're not even mid, we're right in 8 weeks. So he's on track to get 1,600, 1,700 yards. So we got to get involved in early. Okay, we got to get him involved early. Also, we need to get Brandon Cooks involved. Now, we need to figure out a way how to scheme him open. Mike McCarthy, the guy is a speedster. You mean to tell me you can't scheme a speedster open? We just got to figure out a ways. We got to get him involved, and we got to get him involved early. Brandon Cooks needs to see the ball early and often, because there's no way he should only have 17 receptions, 165 yards. But with that 17 reception, 165 yards, that's about 9.7 per reception, almost 10 yards a reception and 2 touchdowns. So we need to get him involved early and often. All right. Now, Jake Ferguson. We need to get him involved early. Also, what I want to see, Cowboy Nation, what I want to see is get these guys involved early, get the ball rolling. Let's get the Giants, let's blow them out early. So when halftime comes, we can go ahead and start subbing in, because there's some players that I want to see play. There's some rookies that deserve to play, and I want to see play, and I'm about to talk about it. But Jake Ferguson, he needs to start early. Let's get him involved early. He also right now has 32 receptions, 328 yards. That's averaging about 10.5 per, and 3 touchdowns. Wisconsin Badger. So he's doing well. We need to go ahead and get him involved early. Now, the rookies that I want to see is the rookies that showed out in preseason. Because once we blow these Giants out by halftime, I need to see these rookies. Let's start with Deuce Vaughn. Let me tell you why I want to see Deuce Vaughn. Okay? Yes, he's a little short, but he's stocky and he's quick and he's built low to the ground. But since coming out of Kansas State, from 2020 to 2023, he averaged 651 carries with a total of 3,600 yards, 34 touchdowns, and 116 receptions. In 2022, just by itself, for just 1 year, by himself, 293 carries, 1,500 yards, and 9 touchdowns in 2022. He left Kansas State ranking third annually among active players in his career. All-purpose yards per game was 135 per game, all-purpose yards. So we definitely need to see Deuce Vaughn in this game. Mike McCarthy needs to figure out how we can scheme him in there. Let's get some plays. Let's get him rolling. Because God forbid, and I'm going to be honest with you, let's knock on wood again. We don't want any type of injury, and we just need to pray for health. But these guys need to see the field. They really do. Deuce Vaughn has been a great player in college, so he needs to see some touches in this game. Our second rookie that I want to see, and when he should have used him in this Philly game, was our fullback, North Dakota State, Hunter Lukey. Hunter Lukey, we should have seen in that Philadelphia game. I don't know why we didn't use him. This guy's a hybrid type of guy. He's a fullback / tight end hybrid. And when he was in North Dakota State, just in 43 games, he averaged over, with 274 carries, he was about 1,600 in total yards. But the thing about Mr. Lukey, he was a touchdown getter. This guy had 24 touchdowns, 494 receiving yards, a physical back. We should have used him in that Philadelphia game, and I don't understand why we didn't, but we should have used him. And our third guy that I've been screaming about is on the defense, and that's Mr. Wanye Thomas from Georgia Tech. The years 28 through 2021, 130 solo tackles with 80 assists, 210 total tackles, and 8 for loss. He's a ball hawk. He's very aggressive. We need to see Mr. Wanye Thomas. Last game, none of our safeties came up in field. Jordan Lewis was getting punished with those crossing routes and those tight ends coming across the field. He was getting punished. So we need to see Mr. Wanye Thomas out there. I understand it's a little bit of, like I said, a little bit of politics. You pay these guys, you want to play these guys. But sometimes it's all about the win, and sometimes we need to get these guys that's not getting a lot of playing time. If they're a little bit more hungry, get them out on the field. What do you think, Cowboy Nation? Right? So that's basically what I want to touch on, those key things to the game. And I think what we should do is once we get in this game, we need to not take the foot off the gas. Go ahead and punish these guys first half, and then after the first half, we need to sit our starters. We definitely need to sit our starters. Go ahead and punish these Giants. Let's steamroll these Giants, get them out the way, and let's get some of these rookies in, and let's see what they got. Because this is a long season, a very long season, and we need to use these rookies. We need to play these rookies. Cowboy Nation, stand up. YDG, stand up. Let's get ready for Sunday victory. Let's do this.